Hello, it's Bryan here from thegreatgooddino.com and creator of transformyourlifenow.com. Thanks for stopping by. Now, in this video, I'm going to take another closer look at one of my quote images and the point behind it. And for this time around, the image and the point I'm going to be looking at is this one. Life isn't always rainbows and sequins, so when it is, soak those suckers up. Now, that's a phrase I use a lot. I use it a lot in my videos, I use it a lot in my articles, my blog content, and so on. I use the phrase a lot. And there's a reason I use it a lot, because I happen to believe it's true and it sums up a core message that I put across to people and have put across to people for a long time. People often dismiss goal achievement, self-improvement, personal development as airy-fairy, happy-clappy, wishy-washy nonsense, which is another phrase I like to use a lot because, well, it trips off the tongue, but it's not a phrase I like to hear people when they discuss the area of self-improvement and personal development. But I can see why people have that view, because they might have a view of a presenter on stage saying, yeah, life's all happy and clappy, clap, hug 5 people around you and everything's going to be fine. Or it could be people dismiss the concept of visualization and the law of attraction. That when they think of those things, they think of a load of hippies standing in a field with flowers in their hair and barefoot, maybe chanting, using visualization and the law of attraction to attract good things that will come into their life just because they think about them. Now, as it happens, I'm not a fan of that. Well, I sort of am. Visualization is great, think about things is great, but it won't change anything unless you combine it with action. But that's another point I make often. Let's go back to rainbows and sequins. Airy fairy, happy clappy, hugging strangers in a field at midnight with nothing on your feet, and life's going to be rainbows and sequins. Well, no, it isn't. And people dismiss the techniques and the theories of self-improvement because they say, no, life isn't always rainbows and sequins. Standing in the field in the midnight with flowers in your hair, that's great, but that doesn't help me when my bath tap floods and the ceiling collapses. That doesn't help me when the tyre goes flat on my car and I'm going to be late and it's pouring down with rain. That doesn't help me when I break a nail. Now, no one in the personal development field is saying that those things won't happen. But what they are saying, and what I say, is that there's 2 sides of it. Those things will happen. The bad things in life will happen. The hurdles and obstacles will come your way. That's just part of life, and we have to deal with them. Now, they can be dealt with a little bit easier by simply just accepting the fact that they come along, and that's part of life. So that when they come along, you don't say, oh, why does this have to happen? It's not fair. Why can't it be like this? That's not going to change the fact that your tap has leaked or that your tyre has gone flat. And accepting that these things can be a right pain in the neck when they happen, but they do happen, that can make it easier to just get on and deal with it. Now, it could be that incidental kind of nuisance that comes our way, or it could be more of a long-term reality that you don't like, but feel that you have to accept. It could be your career or your lifestyle that you think is decades of drudgery that you just have to put up with. Well, hang on. Why do you have to put up with it? Is it possible that while accepting that life isn't always rainbows and sequins and that we should suck up those suckers when they come along, we should suck up the good things, why can't we be active and choose to tip the balance away from the negative things and towards the good things? If we think that our job is something that we've got to put up with and it's a drudgery that we've got to go through for decades, well, why? Why does it have to be? Why can't you make a living out of your passions, out of your joys, out of doing something that makes you feel alive? Why not? Now, you might come up with many reasons why not, and I might come up with many reasons why you can. Particularly with the rise of the internet that we have, it's an abundance of opportunity. Now, that's another phrase I use a lot. If you're watching this video, reading my words and seeing my content, you have access to the internet, which means you have access to that abundance of opportunity. So instead of thinking that your career or your current circumstances or lifestyle is a drudgery that you've got to put up with for years, decades, so there's not much room for rainbows and sequins, maybe think a different way, and I can help with it, towards the fact that you can make changes and that you will make changes, so you can tip the balance towards the rainbows and sequins. So I hope you enjoyed that point. Life isn't always rainbows and sequins, but when it is, soak those suckers up. How much room are you allowing for the rainbows and sequins? Now, the reason I use that phrase a lot, and you can see in the image that I'm using, that card, a nice silvery, shiny, sequiny card, shining under the light, and it caught the colour spectrum which gave the rainbows. I happen to like rainbows. Call me old-fashioned, call me airy-fairy. Also happen to like sequins. I could have called it rainbows and glitter, but rainbows and sequins seem to sum it up. I like the showbiz side of life, enjoying the pleasures that we have in life. So, it's Gordon Bryan signing off. Pop over and connect with me. Pop over and see me at the blog, thegreatgordino.com. Come over and see me at Facebook, facebook.com/thegreatgordino. And my page is there, The Great Gordino Newsletter, and facebook.com/Your Life Transforming. Remember, make the decision, take the actions, it can transform your life.